Hi everybody, Paul here from Hill Country Rings. Today we're going to do kind of a special ring. It's going to be an inlaid titanium dual core. So basically it's got two channels. So we're going to put in Major League Baseball bat and then some of the leather from the customer's glove. So it's going to have a baseball bat and leather inlay on the single ring. It's going to be a complicated one, but I think we can do it. So let's go to the shop. Alright, this is going to be a little bit of a tricky one. What I'm going to do is start it off doing just like a regular inlay ring with the battwood, only it's going to be real thin. I mean, it's only it's only half the ring. So I think I'm going to take this piece of this blank and cut it in half to get closer to that width for the inlay. Then I'm going to have to put it on the lathe, flatten it off, bore it out, get it sized, get it just to the right size, break it, and then epoxy it to this half of the ring, just like I do a regular ring, and then let that cure overnight. Cut it close to the core, and then we'll do like we do a fabric inlay for this side. And I'll probably take this piece of leather and split it and get it where it fits in this core here, bond it in with the CA adhesive, and then I'll put it back on the lathe and turn it flat, nice and flat, both inlays, and then put the finish on it. So I think that's how we're going to do it. So let's get started. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and cut this guy in half, and then put them on the lathe and size them up for that inlay. All right, this ring, the inlay has a 20.6, actually 20.59 millimeter width. So we're going to chuck up a 21 millimeter Forstner bit, and that'll give us a little bit of extra space for the adhesive. So let's go ahead and bore this guy out. Okay, the depth of that inlay is about 2.5 millimeters, and so I'm going to cut off some of this. I'm going to trim this down so it'll be narrower, so it'll fit in that inlay. Alright, now I'm going to cut a big V on each of these sides here, right next to the grain, so I can crack, break this in two, and then we'll fit him onto that, on that ring core. Alright, so we've cut like a little relief cuts. This is always the moment of truth. Ooh, good. Looks like a good clean break. Might have a little bit of sanding to do to get him to fit. So we'll go ahead and do that and get him down where he fits just right. Alright, let's go ahead and clean him up and epoxy him in with a 2-part epoxy. So you always clean the wood first so it has a chance to dry. And we're just cleaning it up with denatured alcohol, nothing really special. You just don't want to drink it. And then we clean up the core here. We're going to clean up the channel they're going to bond into. Alrighty. Then we put out the 2-part epoxy. And we'll bond them in there. Put in the resin, and then the hardener, equal parts. Then we mix it up with the Secret Jeweler's tool here. They're very expensive. They're very specialized. You can only get them in certain very specialized jeweler supply houses. That's where you get them. Okay. So go ahead and put the resin on the wood first. So there's a chance to kind of soak in. Don't need much for this one really. And then we'll put the resin in this channel. Always make sure we get wet against wet, so we don't want any dry spots. That's the number one thing that we don't want, is dry spots. Get all the way around there. And make sure he is got good coverage, and we don't want to get into other channel, because that other channel is going to be filled with that leather, so we don't want to mess that up. Don't want to get that messed up. Okay, let me go ahead and put our wood around our channel here. Put them in there good. Give them kind of a twist. And then we clamp them down and then let them dry. And then that's come back tomorrow and we'll work on the rest of the ring. Alright, this inlay has cured overnight, so now we're going to cut it on the bandsaw to get closer to the ring to get rid of this big giant round part here. And then we have to work on putting in the leather insert in this other groove. Remember, this is a 2-groove ring core, so we're gonna have to put that other leather in there, get him bonded in, and then we'll work on turning it flat so we get both of those cores really nice. So let's go ahead and cut all this excess wood off. Okay, now this piece, because I did that, will fit this way in this ring core, I believe. That's how we're going to bond it in. We're going to press him in really good, and he'll be bonded in like that. So kind of and let that leather showing, that'd be nice. Just enough leather too, by the way. Whew, very close. All right. All right, this is usually where I glue my hands to each other. So prepare for some excitement. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick that leather strip that I've sanded down to size into this second channel. That second channel, I've cleaned it, scraped it, sanded it, and got all the excess glue out of it, so it is ready to go. So I'm going to start gluing this in. This is usually a messy, tedious process. And we just kind of put a little glue in there, and then really smash him down, and hope that it sets. And then we turn him a little bit. And then we'll put some more glue in that channel and follow that glue down with the leather. Really smash him down into that channel. So we want him way down into it. And I can already feel myself sticking to everything. Back here, ooh, gotta cut a little tiny bit off. Just a tiny bit off. And then squish him down in there. Right there, there's a worrisome right spot right there. Not too bad, I don't think. We really smash him down in there. We want to make sure he's down in there. So when we sand him down, he's gonna not, so he'll be all the way in there. We'll have leather all the way around that channel. Okay. little saturation layer over him, so he will absorb that, and then go down in any little cracks. We want him to be hard when we come back and put him back on the lathe. All right, that's worked out. All right, we'll just let that cure, and then we'll come back and put them back on the lathe, and then that will test him. That will be it. All right, it is a freezy day out here in the Texas Hill Country, but I'm nice and warm in the shop, so let's get back to making some rings. All right, here's that double inlay, and it's nice and cured. So we're going to put it on the lathe and just turn it down. I'm going to basically use a sanding, some sandpaper to turn it down because of that leather. So we'll turn it down flush with the metal and then put some finish on it and get it all polished up. And just let's get started on that. Hey, here's that MLB baseball bat and leather inlay ring. Came out really nice. The customer's gonna really like this one. If you would like a ring made from an MLB baseball bat, an inlay ring, special ring with maybe a fabric inlay from something in your life, let me know. Check out hillcountryrings.com. I'd love to make a ring for you. And thanks everybody.